What words accidentally became a lifelong belief for you? During my freshman year in college, my group of girlfriends and I seemed to be constantly rejected by life. The streak of bad luck began with Isabella, who lost $300 while helping someone with directions at the train station. Then it was my turn. I had my phone stolen. Next, Sophia's camera disappeared without a trace from the study room. And Lily's case was even worse. She got scammed out of $200 while trying to get a part-time job. This story turned into a legendary tale among us throughout our 4 years in college. To explain, Lily got an online job offer to type up documents. The other party sent her a file and asked for a $200 deposit to safeguard the documents. Lily, full of joy, transferred the money. She waited for 4 long years until graduation day, but the documents never arrived. Nora, meanwhile, seemed cursed when it came to thermos bottles. She lost 3 within 2 weeks. Not to mention, the portable heater in our dorm room was confiscated during a random dormitory inspection. Filled with frustration, we decided to go downtown that weekend to cheer ourselves up. We spent the whole day wandering around the city center and only caught the last bus back to campus in the evening. However, the bus never came, even as the sky grew darker. At that point, the 5 of us grew restless, whispering to each other, "We can't possibly be this unlucky, right?" To be fair, if we couldn't catch the bus, we could still pool our money to take a taxi. But campus was far away, and given how much money we'd already lost recently, we couldn't bear to spend more. That money was hard-earned by our parents, and just thinking about it made our hearts ache. None of us dared mention taking a taxi. As we trudged along the road, dejected, one of us suddenly noticed a row of old bicycles parked by the side of the road. Conveniently enough, there were exactly 4 of them. To top it off, they were unlocked. Jackpot! Without a second thought, we gleefully jumped on the bikes and pedaled away, laughing and feeling victorious. In our minds, we justified it as fate being kind. Secretly, we felt smug, as if we'd finally gotten some form of justice. Thoughts like, "We've already lost so much money, these old bikes don't count for much in comparison," floated through our heads. When we got back to campus, we found a long lock, chained the 4 bikes together, shoved them into a corner, and paid no further attention to them. The next morning, during class, we were listening to the professor lecture about transcription factors or mutations. I can't remember exactly. But then the professor made a comment that struck us like lightning. He said, "The harm you do will ultimately hurt people just like yourselves." His words hit us like an arrow straight to the heart. None of us said a word, but I knew we all felt the same pang of guilt and regret about the bikes. Who owned those bikes? Were the people who lost them as upset as we had been? What if they genuinely needed them? Spurred by our remorse, we all woke up early that Sunday, disguised ourselves with hats and masks like ninjas, and quietly returned the bikes to where we found them before rushing back to campus. It's been a long time since that day, but to this day, the professor's words remain etched in my heart. I've realized that no matter how much life hurts us, and no matter how many opportunities we get to get even, in the end, the people we hurt are often just as weak and in need of help as we are.